Tula. No. Okay. It's too lady of the morning. Too lady. To lady of the morning. I love you, lady. Brown University suspect. Yeah, I guess all the rumors that they were like, we got somebody. A white guy with blonde hair, ex-military. I was kind of thinking, really? No, I mean, I'm not saying that a white guy can't dress up in a all black, ninja suit or something, but yeah, of course, a young white male from Wisconsin with blonde hair in the military. I guess he could shoot up a school. I mean, it's Providence. I mean, this just stinks of a psyop, doesn't it? I mean, it's like a blonde white guy drives from Wisconsin to kill people in Providence, fucking Rhode Island. I mean, it doesn't even make sense, right? Okay, so a blonde white guy in the military is 24 years old. He has his whole life ahead of him, which means that every day he wakes up thinking that he's going to have a future. And he's apparently got a good military service. Unless he has some mental health problems or something like that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's just this leftist Providence, Rhode Island, Biden, Obama voter, Kamala Harris voter place. It just doesn't really, things just aren't adding up, I mean, I guess a white guy could cover himself in black from head to toe and try to be a ninja, Batman or something, and infiltrate a university with guns and shoot and kill people and wound 8 or 9 people. Well, I guess it's killed 2 people, and I don't know who's in critical condition. I don't know their different statuses. But yeah, very fishy false flag psyop, isn't it? Really, it is. But so a blonde-haired 24-year-old guy from Wisconsin. That's the guy and then last night they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna release him. It's like, what? Yeah, fishy things going on in Providence, Rhode Island, no doubt. Pretty shady shit going on. To say nothing of the Reiner murders and all this other Bondi Beach in Australia. Yeah, a lot of crazy shit. But Hey, Hanukkah's only just getting started. You know what I mean? The Christmas Christmas season is young. They always say there's not that many shopping days left till Christmas, but man, this is gonna be a long, slow Christmas. A long, it's gonna be a long, slow. But you know, I mean, I figured the Reiners is an inside job. It just seems like, you know, I know the rumors are that his son did it, and you know, it was probably the Reiners, or at least Rob Reiner's worth like $200 million. So you know, maybe they have two or three kids or so. Maybe they drafted up the will, and it was like maybe he got 10% and a sibling got 20%. You know, I figure it's something to do with money because you know. Um, Now, if you have well-off parents, a well-off family, and let's say you have siblings, for instance, and okay, maybe your sister did better in life. Maybe they did what their parents wanted to do, and maybe they get 20% or they get 30%. Maybe they just give you 10%. Maybe even sometimes they don't like you that much. Maybe they give you 0%. What about that? And because that's their money, that's their prerogative, because they earned it. So their children didn't earn the parents' money or the grandparents' money. And so maybe some children don't. Some children just kind of fundamentally understand that reality of money is that, yeah, it's not, okay, so like rich people, it's not a trickle down economy. And with parents and grandparents, it's not necessarily a trickle down economy. It's not, nothing is a trickle down. People take or they make as much as they can for themselves, and they don't really leave much for the rest of anybody. That's the reality of money. Okay, like the Pink Floyd song. Don't be so surprised if they're giving none away. Money, it's a hit. Don't give me that do good bullshit. So money make a stash. Hey Jack, take your hands off my stash, or however the money song goes by Pink Floyd. So yeah, that's the reality of money. I mean, the real reality of money is hey. It could be, you know, it could be personal. Maybe it's not financial, but you know, stabbing your parents to death, that's pretty personal. Now, I mean, I can't really confirm that the son killed his parents, but you know, in the final days of Revelation, fathers kill sons and sons kill fathers, and so on, right? The world is consumed by evil at the end of the world. So I guess we've approached those times. Play that ball. Oh, good. Yeah. You just shot an unarmed man. He should have armed himself. Bondi, Australia. Huh? They stripped away all the guns back in the 90s because of some mass shootings they had going on there. Yeah. So they stripped away the confiscated? Yeah, there it is. Confiscated all the guns in Australia. So most nations don't have a Second Amendment. The state has the monopoly on violence. The state in America still has the monopoly on violence, but the citizens have the edge because of the Second Amendment. The right to bear arms shall not be infringed. So what I mean by the states have a monopoly on violence is that states and governments traditionally has a monopoly on violence because they have legal authority and organizations to perpetrate violence. But the United States of America is one of the only countries in the entire history of mankind that gives the individual powers and liberties, or at least on paper it's supposed to. It's supposed to work. It doesn't always obviously do its job, but perfectly. I just remember that Clint Eastwood movie, Unforgiven, and Clint Eastwood shoots a man who doesn't have a gun, and then someone says, "You just shot an unarmed man," and then he says, "Well, he should have armed himself." Wait, since he decorated this saloon with my friend. Oh yeah, it was Mr. Greeley. No, just because you believe in the Second Amendment doesn't even mean that you actually own a gun, you know. So, yeah, it's just that you support citizens' rights and all the constitutional rights. So, it doesn't even mean that you're actually a gun lover or anything like that, or you're a hunter, or in the military, or a police officer, or whatever. That's a lot of grease, dog. The bacon flattener. All right. Well. Let's get this bad boys. Yeah, so use the bacon grease as the oil for the. That's nice. Oh, happy Hanukkah. Happy birthday to. Happy birthday to. Happy birthday, dear Tula. Happy birthday to. And many more. Morning coffee. Coffelicity. Do they name girls Felicity anymore? I always thought a cute girl name. They call them Bree or Brianna. I always thought that was a really cute one. Because you could always say, like, Brianna, you could always say, oh, look, it's Bree. It's Breezy girl. So that's a cute one. They used to make those, like, weird movies in the 1970s, like Harold and Maude. And they made a movie that was, like, trying to be a Harold and Maude for an old man and then like a 20-year-old drifter girl. And I forgot what the movie was called, but I was like, oh, they're just trying to make like a reverse Harold and Maude with a guy, but it's actually like creepier with the old man now. It's kind of creepy with Harold and Maude with the little boy and the old lady, but it's like it's even more creepy, I think, with the old guy. Maybe, yeah. I guess if they have a hit movie, with the opposite sex, or they have some kind of dynamic, and then like Hollywood kind of goes out and tries to make like a copycat movie, and they just like reverse something, change something a little bit. It's like, well, The Hangover was such a big hit. Why don't we have like they've changed one little part. Like, let's have Hangover, but this time, let's have Hangover for women or something. They had Bad Santa. Let's have Bad Moms. Just change one little, just swap one little element out. Like, Meathead is dead. The end of Meathead. Sad, tragic. Yeah, I know they say he's a liberal activist. Yeah. I mean, I was talking about that the other day. I was like, well, this guy's kind of has some serious Trump derangement syndrome, but they're usually elite Hollywood types that have some kind of idea. They're usually spoiled brats like Rob Reiner that have some kind of you know, elite Hollywood destiny dynasty kind of thing like he did. So Rob Reiner's a guy who has always lived a life of privilege. You know, I'm not sure if Robert De Niro or Alec Baldwin scrapped it on the streets or something like that. I mean, you know, had to work a real job and get their knuckles in the dirt. But, you know, I don't know how privileged the other TBS members were. But they became elite. They became elite Hollywood multimillionaires eventually, those characters. So. Yeah. That's too late. And then always remember to put a little. Yeah, I mean, is the bacon grease hash browns and potatoes, are they better? Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, they're definitely, it's more natural, obviously. Too late. Okay, but it's just morning going on here. Oh. Oh, ISIS has returned, huh? They never really went away. It was like neo Nazis. They never really went away. They just kind of hid, you know, in the underground for a while. They just kind of percolated in the shadows for a while. They never really went away, huh? Not really. I mean, can't say that the enemy is ultimately always destroyed. You know, there's always Sauron, and the orcs are always in the shadows somewhere. So, I don't know, that doesn't make the kids sleep better at night, does it? No, Frodo. Sauron endured. His spirit was potent. He's coming back, Frodo. It's not like a major comeback. I mean, they're going to get their asses blown up again, you know. But whoever survives, missing his leg and disfigured, is going to limp and try to start another terror, you know, right? So the cycle, I guess, would continue for a little while. I mean, as long as enough people survive in ISIS or Al Qaeda or Boko Haram, Al Shabaab, or whatever the terror network or cell is. So. So you don't want people limping out of the boat, crawling out of there. You want to make sure they're out. You know, get the second, third strike going, and because if they can crawl out of there and get a peg leg or robotic leg, you know, it is almost 2026 now. So you might have some bionic commandos, bionic terrorists or something. Cyborg terrorists. It's like Kano from Mortal Kombat and shit. It's got the laser eye. RoboCop. RoboChop. Oh, I like it. hash browns. Hash browns. Get down, get down. Ooh, nice one. Turn the kitchen into the dance floor. Yeah. To the dance floor, down. Stop playing with your food, son. Let's have that nice bacon flavor to it. Bacon flav. Ooh. One of my faves. Jing jing. Okay, hash browns are nice and brown, but not burnt. All right. I'm thinking, man. Feel the vibe. Feel the vibe. Down. Okay. I love y'all, huh? Y'all the prettiest hooches. Y'all are honey hooch. Well, if you weren't successful enough to have blondes with big tits, here's the deal. When it gets cold in the winter and you don't have a butt-naked woman, well, you can always get some dogs. And that they won't divorce you and take half your shit either. There you go. Yeah. So you get dogs, so it gets real cold in the winter because you don't have a butt-naked woman. You know, snuggle up with the dog. Okay. Yeah. Kicking it in. Yeah. So you get a dog for that, like, unconditional. Well, is it really conditional love with a dog? As long as you have shelter and food, you're good to go. You know what I'm saying? But hey, now keeping a relationship if you're homeless with a dog, well, that's probably tenuous, I assume. Because a dog's going to be like, hey, asshole, you don't have a shelter? You don't have a steady food supply? You're a fucking loser. I mean, it's harder to keep a dog that way if you're homeless. What is that? Yeah. Woo. Okay. Okay, yo. So we removed from heat. Yeah. There was a guy I used to know. He made his email. His brother did TexAss69. Yeah, it was TexAss69. TexAss69. But he had to change it because he had to grow up or something like that. And or whatever it was. It's probably hard to make it in Hollywood if you're like, so hey, what's your email? TexAss69. Yeah, it's probably not gonna get many callbacks for the movie. And then his brother did his email, which was Flame and Flamer. All these gay and 69 jokes with these guys. They're Canadians, but they moved down to Texas. But Canadian humor is a lot of fag humor and shit. So if you didn't know, if you didn't watch Kids in the Hall, they have a lot of gay humor and yeah, a lot of drag and stuff. Okay, Tula. Happy birthday to Happy birthday to Happy birthday, Shih Tzu. Happy birthday to you, Mr. President. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, Tula. Dino. There you go. Happy birthday, dear to. Happy birthday to. Happy birthday, dear Shih Tzu. 1 year of living to you. Go like Mariah Carey at the end, right? Go go like black at the end. Go like African at the end and shit. You gotta have that flourish. All right. So you gotta go darky or go home. Oh, happy beer day to you. Yeah. Those would be great if it was the Joe Rogan podcast with Russell Crowe all the time. Like, I don't know if I should be day drinking. Oh, but I feel like ripping open a whiskey, That would be hilarious if it was just Russell Crowe and Joe Rogan all the time. Like, oh man, it's just 8 in the morning. Oh. Well, how do you feel about day drinking? Well, I know we got to be good, but I want to sip that whiskey right now. What we drink, day drinking life follows us into eternity. What we do in life echoes into eternity. Yeah. Should be the whole show like Russell Crowe and Joe Rogan saying, oh man, I can't smoke and drink because it's bad for you. But I really want to though. Okay, so we're gonna have some fried eggs and ooh baby, I love grenade every day. Welcome to Old Man Winter. Literally. Uh-oh. I put a little butter, because the flavor and then the pepper. So, do I put a little salt? Well, maybe just a tad, perhaps. Or what are the... So, a man might say a tad and get away with it, and then... I notice the women always go, just a little tish. Or they say some shit like that. I'm like, oh no. No, that's not what it is. It's a tad. A little bit. They say, just a tish. No, it's not. A little eggshell in there.
My bad.
Got a little eggshell. Gotta make that egg well. I was gonna rhyme bell, but then I was like, oh, you're taking it too far. Boom. Yeah. Get my utensils ready to use. The used tinsels. Ooh. Squirrels having sex. They're chasing tail, literally. Ooh. Like Pepe Le Pew. They'll probably ban Pepe Le Pew one day. They'll say it's too misogynist. It's too sexual. It's too La 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 la, folly lolly la. So basically, Rob Reiner's son came home and he was like, Mom and Dad, you love me very, very much, huh? Yeah, about that, you guys are almost 80 or so, so what's going on with the, final arrangements, the final will, the money disbursements, just in case we need to have cross our T's and dot our I's and all that. Well, son, we feel you haven't really lived up to your wife. We have decided to give you 0% funds when we pass away. Oh, 0% funds. 0%, eh? Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I'll show you what 0% means in mathematical terms. 0%. No, you mean nothing? Oh, okay, Dad. The nothing? Yeah. Yeah. Very sad tragedy, yes. Yes, indeed. I mean, I'm not saying that's what it was. I'm on Star Trek. Computer, make me waffles. No, wait, okay. It's not that, we're not that advanced yet, but I can do this though. Nickelodeon. Oh, Paw Patrol Christmas is on. This for your birthday, Tula. Paw Patrol Christmas. Okay. So, yeah, I can't organize molecules or matter with the computer, but voice activated. Well, we're not to Star Trek The Next Generation levels yet. Well, maybe one day, before I'm 6 feet plundered in the ground or in the dust or the final destination. All right. God bless. Best of success. Happy holidays.